Welcome back to Minecraft, and I have Malinka with me, as per usual actually, starting to become a bit of a habit, the two of us working together on these things, but that's alright. Hello.
Hello.
So...
Well, what can we say? We like technology.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, the others are so busy and not quite available to do stuff, so while we've got a bit of extra free time to ourselves, we'll go ahead and do some builds, so that's fine. So I think this episode, my plan is maybe two things if I've got time. But the first one is to increase our power generation, which has been a pain in the arse. We set this up to give us a little bit of power last episode, I think it was, where we added this oil. And I think in another recent episode we had the laser drill going. You can see how much this laser drill's been getting for us. It's been a few days, but you know, we've got Certus quartz, we've got nether quartz comes out of this, some glowstone comes out, so you know, some very good material, saves us doing a lot of mining. Even emeralds, look at the amount of emeralds here, look, 52. We've emptied it ourselves several times, just because it's been quite a while since we last recorded, but yeah, it's looking good. Should we automate some of this now and get some real power going and that kind of thing?
Infinite power. Yeah, let's go for it.
Alright, so my first step here is, I know I'm going to drop some concrete on the floor, but that's fine. I might perhaps go grab it later if I care about it enough. I've got plenty of concrete anyway, but...
that's what I'm around for.
And here I've made a liquid fueled boiler firebox. So if I look up here, because I didn't really want to spend all this episode crafting, is... they're made like this with the fire charges, steel plates you've seen us make before. And the other part I've made is this high pressure boiler tank. So bear in mind we're using high pressure here, not the low pressure. So with the high pressure boilers, just two steel plates. And I didn't want to spend ages crafting, so we've just gone ahead and done that. We've done a lot of episodes where it's just like really craft heavy, and I really want to just get some building going. Right, we're also going to be making the biggest steam boiler that's kind of possible, as in its maximum size. So now what I need to do is fill in the rest of this with the high pressure boiler components, and let's say the liquid box is already on the ground, which is fine. And then just this last row and I'm done. And this is a multi-block structure from Railcraft, which is really good power gen. As you can see, it's now formed its multi-block structure. And here's the steam boiler. Here it generates steam. We've got water coming in, because I believe you've just put hooked up the aqueous accumulator to it.
Yep, I stole it from the combustion engines and hooked it up below on the boiler itself.
Okay, because we're going to be disconnecting the combustion engines over here. In fact, if you want to start dismantling it now, then that would actually work pretty well.
Will do so. I'd say steal the ember, what's it called again? The ender liquid
tank
storage or something? Ender tank.
Yep. We are going to waste a little bit of fuel here when we break these engines, but so be it. It's fine.
A bucket or 20 or so.
But we've, you know, effectively we've got infinite fuel anyway. And if I just place the ender tank right next to this, it will actually start filling up the liquid boiler when I flip the lever over here. So when we're ready, then we'll automatically start getting our stuff here. I might as well let the water fill up here. It's happening slowly but surely. Excellent. And I'll just fill in this gap here, like so. Right, next step.
All done.
I believe this is a potential problem over here, by the way.
Ah, yes, I see what you mean. Easy enough to solve, actually. I'll solve that.
Okay. I'm just going to Oh, actually, I need the... Oh, have you got... I hope you got a lot of energy conduits on you, because I forgot to pick them up.
Not really, but I can go and grab them. Here's
No.
the fuse I do have.
Okay. Let's get rid of that.
You'll need to move a bit forward, sorry. Didn't drop them close enough.
I got them. And then just run them along the top of the engines, and now I can wrench the engines into position.
That seems to be a bit of a boggle. We forgot to make conduits.
They're in the... I did make them, I just left them in the applied logistics system upstairs. So you can just grab those. I guess this will be the switch for the engines here and here, so that's fine.
There are none in here.
Okay. There's probably the materials to make it though, if there isn't.
Yep, on it right now.
And if I just grab this line here, I guess this is fine. You know what we need to make soon? I haven't got plans like this episode or anything, but it just occurred to me we should really start thinking about making it. The assembly table for gates.
Yep. A very good idea.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is place liquid ducts down like so, I guess. That's going to be a problem, isn't it? Maybe just 4 on each side. I can't remember how it powers these. Do you remember how many liquid ducts you need on the side of the high pressure boiler? 9.
9.
So I've got 8. And I could probably fish up the 9th from here. Okay. Yeah, I can make that work. One way or another. Oh. And now I've run out of liquid ducts.
I've got 9 more liquid ducts, but give me a second and I'll have 32 conduits as well. I'm on my way.
I need a lot more than 9.
Okay, that should be no problem either.
Wait a minute, I'll go help make. I don't know why I messed up my liquid ducts stuff here. So let's go for our liquid ducts. So I believe we've got the recipe, got all the materials for it. We just need to craft.
It's already set up.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
There we go, 32. That should be enough. Okay. And I'll head back down into the basement. Thank God for this teleport system back and forth with our lift that we've got now. Makes it a lot easier.
Wow, that's a creative connection, I'd have to say.
I know, it's a bit unusual. It's not my best work, but I'm trying to be quick. Okay, let's get myself a lever in amongst all of this. As you know, to be able to draw liquid out of stuff with liquid out, so you need to apply redstone signal. So I'm a bit worried this won't power up, so to power that one I'm just going to place it just down there, which is fine, and then connect this up together. I think that will do it. It's a bit weird. Oh no, you've already connected it. Oh no, I've already connected it. Okay, I don't need to do that one then. Yeah, it should be able to get around the system okay.
Ah, it's not taking fuel from the ender tank, I think.
Not yet. I haven't switched the ender tank on.
Oh, okay. My bad then.
It will do. Just give me a moment. Right, so our next step is to get... You've got some rednet cables, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
Can you just go down this way underneath? So starting from this
I
one.
can just, if we remove the torches, I can just put a line straight through the
Yeah,
middle.
that's what I meant. Yeah, get rid of the torches. Yeah.
But I can't build if you're standing there, actually.
Sorry. And then go round the other way. Yeah. And then you should be able to connect them up this across here.
Let me walk around that.
Okay. I know it's a complete and utter colossal mess down here, but that's fine. I don't mind. The basement is supposed to be a bit of a powerhouse mess. It's part of the appeal. You don't need to change any of that.
Now I'm actually removing that so it looks a bit neater.
Okay.
There, all done.
Okay, and
That
then
just needs a lever.
a lever on. Just, you know what? It should work here, like so. There we go. And I can turn these on actually. So that looks good to me. Okay. I believe all we need to do now is get some liquid in here, right? So let's flip the switch, and now
It's working.
the fuel is coming in. The water is not going down at the moment, and that's because the temperature is only at a nice warm room temperature, 21 degrees, and you see here it's actually starting to heat up. While it's heating up above, I forget what temperature it settles to now, but it's like 200 degrees or something. It settles down, but until it does that, it actually uses a lot more fuel. But that's okay, because if we go upstairs and go up onto our second floor, you can see here we've got a massive tank filled with fuel ready to go to help warm this up. And even then, we've got these hard at work, which are now turned back on again now that we're using fuel at a much higher rate, pace. And we've got oil coming in here, which interestingly enough, I'm not sure it's refilling itself. We may have only just hit the limit on our fuel. I'll come check on that. If we go out into the desert, hopefully it's daytime. No, every single time I come out here, it's night time. Where is it currently? It's over here at the back. I'll just dump a few torches while I go over there. Well, it looks as if there's a lot of oil over here, so unless there's a problem with the way we've hooked it up, I don't see any
Power
reason.
problem, maybe?
Yeah, it's...
On the pump?
I don't know.
I'll go check it out.
It's possible there's a power problem on the pump, just because we've changed it. Which book, by the way, is the one I need?
If you're let's see, for you on the right.
Alright. I don't think you'll see anything on the pump. How do you know if there's a power problem?
I'm just checking the energy cube.
There isn't one, is there? It's just a tesseract up there.
Yeah, and it's set correctly, so that shouldn't be the problem.
Well, it's not going down anyway, so I'm not that fussed, don't worry. Anyway, we've got a lot to get done, and that is something that we've definitely got time to fix in between episodes if need be. That will just be a case of moving that around. I think we'll end up having to come back to check on this steam boiler, just because yeah, right now there's definitely no power coming through, unfortunately, but there will be once it's done. So our base is back to running on what's stored in these energy cells, which actually is quite a fair amount. If we come through here, you know, but they'll now be draining because we're not making as much energy as we were. So I guess our next step that I would like to do this episode, Malinka, and we'll leave the steam doing its thing, is I want to connect up our applied energistics system to what I've made here, which is effectively my processing plant for anything which comes out of here in this chest. So Let's go upstairs and make some ME cables and such and so forth that we need for this system. It shouldn't be too difficult because I've actually gone ahead and made some of the processors and things that we need for this. So let's start with what we need to export items out of our system and put them, import them into our processing plant. So we take off a fuzzy export bus. Oh, I just thought of something. I'll deal with it afterwards, it's fine. So we need a basic export bus, that's fine, I got as well. Some pistons, I don't know if I've got pistons. So let's start with the piston thing.
That should be easy to make, if you need them.
Yeah. I think I need about 11 of them. So, well, I made 12 now, that's fine. Oh, fuzzy, here we go. We need some ME interfaces, which is going to require conversion matrix. So let's get the recipe for the conversion matrix up. And we need, I believe, 11 conversion matrices. Okay. And now we should... Oh, I know.
Ooh. I see something we need. Those pistons you need, they need to be sticky pistons for half of them. And do we have enough slimes? Yes, we do.
Probably. Yeah, it's 14 of them. Okay. So now I've made all of the ME interfaces. Now I just need a basic export bus to begin with, and I need 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need to turn those into fuzzy exports. And you do that with these advanced processors, which I've pre-made. I think we've shown how to make these before. So let's go ahead and make 5 fuzzy exports. Now that's how to get things out of our system, like our applied energistic system, and into the pulverizers and so on and so forth. Now to get them out of the furnaces and back into the system, we need to import items into the system. So to do that, we're going to need, in this case, basic import buses, and I'm actually going to require 6 of these. And this requires sticky pistons this time. Let's basic import bus, sticky pistons. There we go, that recipe. And I said I needed 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 sticky pistons, great. And then basic imports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And now I just need some ME cables to be able to connect all of this up together. Done. That is everything that we need to get this automated, Malinka.
Awesome.
Right.
If you're looking for me, I'm downstairs working on some cabling.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm just going to, there's a hole just over here which should connect up to our ME system, which is basically our hard drive is up there, but it doesn't matter which block that we attach it to at all, which is a good thing. I really hope I've got enough ME cables for this. Should do.
If you want to throw down some import buses, I'll connect them on the bottom side.
Okay.
I'm right behind you.
So I've given you 5 of them. Oh. Let me grab them again. You got them?
Yep, got them.
Okay. So Malinka's going underneath these machines to place those, and I just need to thread in my cable that he can reach.
Yep, it's connected.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to use the fuzzy buses. This is going to be a bit harder to do. Just I'm going to have to shift click these in place.
It's going to be fuzzy. Oh, it's connected. It's lighting up.
Yep. And then I need one more ME cable, and that should connect those up. And now this is the one I'm more concerned about. Can I get it to work? But I'm going to use an import bus on this chest.
If you connect it on the bottom side, Fire, you can connect it up with just 9 cables.
Hey.
So just jump into the water and I can show you what I did here.
Okay. I guess I'll just fall down. Oh, a laser in my face.
I was thinking you could put the the import bus on the side of the chest here, so we can still open the chest, and then just follow the path here over to the import bus on this machine, and it'll all be hooked up.
Hopefully I've grabbed everything, because if I've just lost that input... Oh no, there it is. Oh, I was hoping it didn't fall down the stupid well that we've made. It's very busy down here. There's a lot of stuff to kind of get through, but okay. So there's my basic import, and now hopefully I can get to your wire.
Right over here.
Yeah, the beauty of applied energistics is it doesn't matter where it connects as long as it hits another cable somewhere. Okay, cool.
And let's take a quick look at the chest.
Yeah, the chest right now should be emptying.
It is indeed. Slowly it's extracting the coal ore over here.
Okay, now we need to be quick, and you need to grab one of everything from that chest. I'll do it actually. I've got it. Right, so I need one piece of coal, one piece of redstone, one piece of lapis, one diamond. Now bear in mind this is going to be a little wasteful of resources because we've got things like fortune axes and whatever, but we'll manage. It'll be fine. One piece of gold.
It's automated, so this is actually easier.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I mean, sure, we won't get quite as much output, but that's fine. Like the
You can
awesome
put back the
stuff will be
glowstone, by the
good.
way. It's not like we want to cook the glowstone.
Don't we want to...
We want to import it into
pulverize
the system, which is already done. Why?
Yeah, we can pulverize
It's already...
it.
Why?
Why? Because
For the
glowstone's
glowstone
best.
dust. I'd say
Yeah.
just save it as glowstone.
You reckon?
Less space. Unless you care about space.
Alright. We'll do that. I guess... Yeah, but then you could argue that for all of the materials and grab them when you need them, so... I'm not sure that's...
Yeah, I got a point there. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
But... No, I'm going to take the glowstone. It's fine. I'm going to take the glowstone. Okay, cool. Right, now, let's go to our buses here. So for our pulverizer, this is a pulverizer only on its own. So now I need to think, right, what do I want to pulverize, but not do anything else with? So for that, I believe Certix quartz is something that you pulverize and don't do anything else with.
Same with the nether quartz then?
The nether quartz you cook, oddly enough.
Really?
Yeah, I tested this previously. Redstone and I think coal you put in a pulverizer as well from raw coal ore, and diamond ore you pulverize, and emerald ore I believe you pulverize only.
Completely right.
And
Nether quartz
lapis.
ore is cooked. Wow.
And lapis, and I believe that's everything. So all the
Yep,
ones I've
think so too.
done, I will move to the top row so I remember. Diamond, coal, emerald. I'm a bit concerned I'm
Look at
about to
that,
be
we need
attacked by a
slimes.
slime.
It's downstairs, but I'm gonna go kill it.
Okay. It's already working, by the way. System's picking everything up. I've set it at the moment, it's only moving one at a time. And the reason I've done that is the pulverizer, if you can see, can't actually kind of keep up. And that's fine. That doesn't make a difference to me that it can't keep up. And it's exporting one at a time. And again, that's kind of okay to me. Just because of the way Applied Engine works. Now, bear in mind, when we've got these configurations here, you still need the blue and the orange to indicate, you know, where things are coming in and where things are coming out. But actually, all of this stuff is being cooked up and going into our system upstairs. Okay, next step, things that only need to be cooked. And I believe that's just the one thing, never quartz, right? That's the only thing that's cooked only? I think so. So I'll let never quartz coming here. And now that's coming through, and hopefully it should be exporting out, which it is. That's good. Right, next. Now these need to be duplicated, and I've got lots of these here because we end up with a lot of normal ores. So I'm just going to put silver, copper, tin, ferrous, lead, iron, and gold. Now bear in mind, I've used a fuzzy export bus here, as opposed to either a basic export. A basic export would have exported everything out of our applied energistic system, no matter what it was. So things like wood, whatever it was, it would just gone through, and it had blocked up the system, it had broken. And then you've got a fuzzy export and a precision export. Now, precision export uses something called MBT data to be able to understand what's going on with it. So let's take, for example, if I look up silver ore, that you can actually see there's two types of silver ore. And on a precision export, if I placed our silver ore, which I've got here as this 2001:2, it would not ever import this 1002 silver ore. It would only ever just do that because it's being precise about it. It's looking at it and being like, fine, only that's coming through. Now what it's going to do is look at the ore dictionary and realise that these two things are the same when we use a fuzzy export bus. So a fuzzy export bus, if I just put this silver ore in, it will actually grab both. So yeah, it's being kind of fuzzy about how it decides. This is kind of how to remember it. Right, I'm just going to do the same here. Lead, iron, tin, and ferrous.
Once you've done that one as well, Fire?
Yeah.
Take a quick look at the steam engines.
I will do. Iron, copper, tin, and ferrous. Okay, and what's quite good is that this chest is still hooked up to the system, and even though it's empty now because it's grabbing everything as it goes, I can actually drop all this stuff that I was using as our place markers here and just drop them in, and they'll all be dropped into the system and sucked in and therefore processed. So now we have automatic processing of stuff, and in a little while I'll go upstairs and show you that's working. Right, so our steam boiler here is now filled with steam, which is great news. It's above 100 degrees, hence why it's now generating steam. And this will warm up and be better in the future, but that's fine. While it's still warming up, it's good. Is this pumping all the steam out appropriately?
Yep.
I hope so. These are
down
MJs.
on 4 MJs still. These are still down on 4 MJs because of it's not on optimum steam production yet.
Okay. So when this is warmed up and going properly, we're looking at 180 MJs here per tick, plus the 40 we already had. So we'll have 180 Minecraft joules going. Oh, look, it's finished with Nether ore already. Okay, can you stay down there for a second, just to, I want to highlight something.
Sure.
Okay. Can you look at one of the powered furnaces and tell me what it's currently cooking? Actually, you can see it on my screen.
Pulverized silver.
Silver. So if you watch the silver ingots, I believe the copper's going on another one as well. But if you look, see the numbers are going up while it's being soaked up. So yeah, all of that is just happening nicely. Even our Certix quartz is coming through now and being increased. And
Look at the power usage.
Doing anything. Oh, what, on the ME controller? We're up to 26 units. Yeah. That's not too bad, is it? Let's divide by
5.1 MJ. 5.2 MJ, sorry.
Okay, that's pretty good. So it's like 5 MJ is nothing compared to our 180 odd that we're generating. Wait a minute, I did my math wrong. Never do math on camera, by the way. It's horrible. Is 180 MJs generated by this steam boiler and all of its engines, plus another 40 over here is actually 220 MJs, isn't it, altogether from our base? Not to mention still pumping
exactly.
yours power, I guess, is still coming in on our network.
It's not 180, it's 144 MJs coming out of one high pressure steam boiler.
Oh, okay.
18 times 8, 144.
So, now that we've got so much energy, can we set this energy cell to 100 MJs now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. And now that we're going above 100, right now we're limiting ourselves because it's always going to be blocked by... Oh, actually it's not. Well, yeah, it is kind of. Yeah, it's being reduced down to 100 MJs as soon as it hits this box. So we need to circumvent that box now.
We could move it over here, basically. It's seeing that it's just a battery for the...
Yeah, so what I'll do is...
For the ME.
I'll grab this, place that
cables
down, and then... it doesn't even need to be a battery, it's only background storage now because we've got infinite stuff incoming.
Yeah.
And I'll just
yeah, that's true.
That. But I will hook it on the network anyway, and I've got it set as an output there, and I also want to set it as an input here, so that way it's kind of, it's in a bit of a loop, but that's fine, just because of the way we've got it set up, power is coming kind of everywhere and each way, it's absolutely fine. Cool. This energy tesseract that's going out, that's good. I've turned the power up here to 100 MJs. Eventually we'll want to circumvent this one as well. In fact, we might want to do that now. Because unless...
Yeah, we could just hook it up directly here.
I'm not sure. Maybe that will drain all of the available energy. Maybe limiting this to 100 is probably okay for right now. What do you reckon?
Well, we could do this. Let's see. There. And remove this whole line, making moving a lot easier.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, are we okay with 100 MJ being max on this?
On the laser drill? Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I mean, later on we can increase it if we need more ores coming in. I mean, I've seen ridiculous setups that have like 4 laser drills and 16 pre-chargers, which is an interesting setup and everything. It requires a lot of power to run. But my theory is that you just don't need that much ores. There's no way I can use that much ores as it comes in. So to me it starts to feel a little wasteful. So... Oh look, this is almost finishing processing here as well. I was waiting for the pulverized lead. Okay. I'm gonna head up. You just checking these? You worried it's not outputting properly? Oh, that's it. Oh, that made it. That fixed it.
There we go.
Not quite sure what was going wrong over there then.
That lever wasn't switched.
Okay, good. Now these should be up to 8 MJs now.
They are.
Sweet.
Here we go.
Lots of power. I'm going to head upstairs and see whether or not that is actually a problem now up here.
Space on the
No,
discs, you
that's
mean?
No, not space on disk. No, disk space is absolutely fine. I'd be very surprised if we've got space issues. I will show you why. On camera, if I go down to our disk drives right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 drives completely empty, and one drive which is, I don't know, about a third full.
Oh, never mind then.
We've got solutions on how to fix this anyway if it comes up with storage buses and whatnot and barrels, but that's okay for now. I think it's a good time to think about finishing up. There's nothing else here. We were just doing maintenance right now, aren't we? Just making sure everything's working correctly.
Yeah, true, basically.
But as far as I can tell, it kind of is. Automated processing of ores, doubled the power. That's a fantastic episode. I'm quite happy with the changes, at least for our base. Now that means that I've got far less stresses and I don't have to do anywhere near as much maintenance. So I'm happy.
Let's look at the oil level as a nice closure.
Okay.
Yeah,
I did
it's
do
still
that,
keeping
actually,
up.
just a second ago. But
Quite easily even.
yeah, it's not a problem. And these are working out really nicely. Awesome. So as per usual, if you've enjoyed the episode, leave a rating of some kind, and definitely leave a comment. Let us know what you think of the builds, any ideas for other builds to come. Yeah, definitely want to hear ideas. We've been talking about changing this base. Just I'm not as convinced as I once was about the design of it, with having these separate squares, that actually it's causing problems in terms of what I can build in here. So I'm thinking about bumping the walls out everywhere, but keeping the look and feel the same, but bumping them so that we end up with giant rooms instead of lots of separate rooms. So let's go to the first floor. So like they'd feel a bit more like this room, so that would be a bit more space to work with on each one, and that should help us do some interesting builds that I've got in mind. But again, let us know if you've got any builds that you'd like us to try out or to do. Please let us know in the comments. And from me, Fireweaver and Malinka, see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Goodbye.